Is Gnostic or collective way of living only option left for the aspirants of divine life upon earth? Will it not impact our individual sadhana? How both can coexist? How can we make collective living more meaningful and fruitful? Yes, Gnostic or collective way of living is indispensable for us. Why? Because Mother says that single individual, however great he may be, cannot establish divine life upon earth. However great, he can be also avatar, Mother mentioned. He cannot establish divine life upon earth without collectivity, Gnostic life. Collectively, if Gnostic sadhana or collective sadhana, the divine life upon earth cannot be established. That is why it is the inevitable option for us that we have to do collective sadhana. How? There are two ways of doing. The groups extended over time or the groups extended over the space. These are two types of groups will be done. Groups extended over time means if I have formed a group having same aspiration and we have done up to a particular point, after that our time is over, we have left our bodies. So over the time another group will come, it will take it from there. So in the time the group is extended. Particular people have done up to some point, then another group come and do something else. Like our institutions are going on, no? Some people are now working here. After some years we will not be there, but the institution will be there. It will be proceeded. So in time there will be a group. In space also means simultaneously there will be so many groups doing collective sadhana everywhere, and there will be harmony among the collective groups. Their aspirations, the groups, those who form the group should have the same aspiration. Collective sadhana can impact our individual sadhana. The question was asked whether collective sadhana will impact our individual sadhana. Yes, because there are different level of people. Some people have reached highest level of consciousness. Some people are still in the lower level of consciousness. When they are doing collective sadhana, naturally the higher people will lose their sadhana. They have to share their sadhana to the others. Unless and until Sri Aurobindo says that you have the capacity that you can hold your originality, simultaneously you can create the vibration for others. But such people are very rare. When we mingle with the people, we lose our sadhana very often. But there is a benefit also. What benefit? When the people, they go up, that creates a strong basis for my sadhana also. I become wide. So my sadhana will not fall down. You see, a mountain will never fall down because its base is very wide. A tree, you have seen that it fall down because it is standing with one that is called with one pillar or like that. But the mountain has a very wide base, so it will never fall. Similarly, individual sadhana, at any moment it may fall down. It has no strong wide base. When we do collectively, our base will become wide. Initially, though we lose something, that loss will create a strong base for our work. How can we make our collective living more meaningful and fruitful? It is possible when collectively we live for the mother. First point. Second is, we have the harmony among ourselves. We live for the mother. If we cannot maintain the harmony among ourselves, then it is not possible. Third thing, courageously, with infinite faith and patience, we have to wait for the thing to happen. Because it is a great work, it will not be achieved immediately. With so many obstructions, so many problems, we will have to achieve this. So we must have infinite faith and patience. If this condition is fulfilled, then slowly you will get other steps, what to do and what not to do.